We're on the putting green today, and while we generally don't really get into technique a whole lot, today, Justin, to break 90, we're going to talk about putting and really get into the technical components of the putting stroke. So with a lot of Pro-Am players that you've seen, you probably see some pretty wild strokes out there.
Yes.
But what are some common differences between someone who shoots 100 that you've played with and players on tour?
Well, one of the things I see a lot of amateurs do is they use too much hands in their stroke. And this leads to inconsistency. It's, it's important to hit a putt solid and in the center of the club face, because it does make a difference in making putts versus missing. And so I see a lot of amateurs that use a lot of hand movement because it is such a short motion. See a lot of hand movement instead of more of a shoulder-based swing where the arms and wrists just move more like a pendulum.
And talk about the effect of that on the putter face going through impact into the putt and the roll of the golf ball.
Right. Well, if you come in and say it's a wristy stroke and you start to break down before you get to impact, it adds loft and it can also close or open the face. And so in order to be consistent on the greens, you've got to meet the ball with the putter face as squarely as possible. And again, hitting the ball off center will affect how a ball rolls.
Okay, so if you don't mind, set up and let's hit a couple putts here. And the other key thing to note about what you're doing here, your eyes are pretty much centered over the golf ball and you're just making nice smooth strokes.
So you notice there's not a lot of acceleration in my stroke, but there's no deceleration. I don't want the putter blade to slow down through impact because that leads to an inconsistent hit and not a very good roll.